Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Chaos Child. And we're just continuing, obviously, where we left off. I don't know why I say that every time. Like, you guys aren't aware that we would obviously, instead of being like, oh, so I skipped through and this is the end of the game. Like, we're going to read the last page first. Anyway, I don't know. It's just something that auto comes out of my mouth. But I wanted to mention before I forgot, because I forgot in the last part. Since there are 6 endings, I mean, we read that in the very beginning. I'm just going to play this blind the first time around, and we're just going to see what the fuck happens. But then we will probably afterward use a guide to get the other endings, just to make sure we get them and we're not, like, duplicating efforts and spending 6 years here trying to get endings. So we're just going to go in blind. We're going to choose whatever we choose, and then, like, we'll use the guide after the fact. Because normally, like, if we're playing, like, Otome games, sometimes I try to do a route order. Sometimes we use guides to make sure we get the good ending for, like, but this one, it's kind of like, well, see what the fuck happens. And since you can choose, like, nightmares and daydreams and whatever, we might just be like, let's do a nightmare this time. Let's do a daydream. Might just, you know. I'm sure there should be an ending if you did nightmares the whole time, and there should be an ending if you did daydreams the whole time, but I don't know what happens if you know what I mean? Like, there's got to be ones where you mix them and shit like that. So who knows? But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to make sure I got that out there. And can I just say, like, the freaking text bar thing at the bottom? Like, I don't think I can... Yeah, no, you can't, like, point. But, like, it's so cool on the right that it, like, just kind of starts to fade out and it looks smoky, and then it's, like, moving. I just noticed that. That's weird. Anyway, so now we are us. Takuru Miyashiro. Miyashiro? I don't know where the emphasis goes on his name, so I'm going to say, like, wrong probably, but whatever. For example, let's say you asked a kid in middle school, do you know what Schrodinger's cat is? Most would say yes, or I've heard of it. Well, start by eliminating the DQNs. Who says they've never heard of it? Right, that's fun. DQN, Japanese net slang, pronounced dokun? Dokun? Yeah, dokun. Dokun? Used to refer to people who are stupid, antisocial, or delinquents. Or people who are stupid, okay, antisocial, or like all of those, because I'm antisocial, so. Dokun. So now I say dokun. I'm going to forget that, by the way, but anyway. Next, you ask, well, what is it? Oh, what was it? Sorry. Next, we eliminate those poor fools who say, it's something about a cat in a box, right? Or, there's this cat, but you don't know if it's alive or dead, right? Or maybe they say there's a cat in a box, and next to it there's a device that may or may not give off poison gas. You don't know if the cat's alive or dead till you open the box. Everybody knows that. We can eliminate those show-offs as well. Anybody from these groups is a wrong cider. We sound very... Are we... Is this mentally in our head? Is this what we're typing? Because we sound like an asshole. I kind of enjoy it. Also, he's got glasses, so glasses asshole. I'm down for it. We know. Anyway. Ahem. Wrong cider. Someone on the wrong side of the digital or information divide. The term wrong cider originally referred to those who, for various reasons, found it difficult to use information and communications technology like the internet. Lately, however, it's come to refer also to people who can't properly use the information they have or who are simply ignorant. On internet message boards, the term is often used to refer to people whose understanding is incorrect or whose information is out of date. Miyashiro uses this term in latter sense of the word, not its original meaning. He uses it for whatever the fuck he wants, apparently. Anyway. Whose information is out of date. Interesting. Yeah, this is so what we're doing in our head. The right answer would be to describe the experiment and then say, it was a thought experiment proposed by Schrödinger to criticize the quantum mechanical theory that state collapse only occurs after human observation. But barely anyone can do that. We are so arrogant, I like it. And I'd imagine that I'm the only guy who's still in high school who knows that Schrödinger got the idea after exchanging letters with Einstein. I love what a fucking twat we are. It's great. I hate wrong ciders. I'd taken a break from investigating the 2 incidents that had occurred recently in Shibuya and was paging through some at-channel blog aggregators for a change of pace. As always, Articles about bad idols and corporations with terrible work environments were getting tons of hits. It was hard to believe that the crash of 15, a huge news story that had just happened this month, was already off the front pages. Crash of 15. Fictional. I think I have to tell you it's fictional. They're like, it's fictional, guys. In September 2015, the largest solar storm in recorded history struck Earth, causing electronics failures worldwide. That sounds traumatizing and scary, and I don't like that. The damage to infrastructure and the panic that resulted in some areas, particularly in North America. It's always fucking America, isn't it? It's always North America. Like geostorms and fucking 2012, all that. I mean, 2012 is the whole world, but like, I'm just saying, Hollywood is mean. Stop it. Even Japanese games are like, fuck North America. It's always them. You ever watch any of those fucking Hollywood movies where it's natural disasters? Those fuckers, we'll make it them this time too. Thanks a lot. We're so fucked. Anyway, became known as the Crash of 15. A large hole opened in the Earth's electromagnetic shield, leaving Earth defenseless against the solar flare. Since absolutely no precautions were taken beforehand, the powerful electric current damaged electronics and high-voltage transformers, shutting down the electrical grid. Yeah. The reconstruction project in Shibuya had only just finished its redesign of the city's infrastructure, and while Japan suffered relatively little damage, Shibuya in particular suffered almost none. That sounds suspicious, is all I'm saying. Like, oh, there were some magic lights that fucked up Shibuya, right? And it was a quote-unquote earthquake. And then there's this weird, like, geostorm shit. I'm sorry. Solar flare storm. What the fuck did they call it? The, solar storm. Crash of 15. The solar storm. Well, we'd have had a cooler name for it, is all I'm saying. Come on. I'm sorry, but hi, ring ring, Hollywood, make this movie. Because I'd watch the fuck out of it. I love the weird natural disaster movies that are goddamn awful. Like, I know 2012 was just a clusterfuck of shit, but it was awesome, okay? I'm sorry. People are like, well, that wouldn't, I don't give a shit if it wouldn't happen. It's amazing. Look at that shit. There's a plane flying through crashing buildings. I don't care if it's terrible. I love it. I love natural disaster movies. The Day After Tomorrow, fucking great. I love them. It's always like, fuck, this is amazing. Oh my god, scary. I love it. I don't know. I don't want to live through that, but I like watching the movies about it. So I'd watch the fuck out of this movie, but all I'm saying is this is awkward. This is weird, right? So like, there was a, air quotes, earthquake, okay, that leveled Shibuya, right? And then they did it and they fixed it. And then, and then wow, it's amazing. The fucking solar storm that happened didn't affect us relatively at all. Some weird government conspiracies. It's aliens or some shit. I'm sorry, but that's obviously gonna pair into why, so. Okay. Did the people reading and commenting on these sites realize that everything they read about corporations and idols was carefully controlled? We're that kid that starts talking and you're like, shut up, I hate you. Even if everything you were saying was 100% factual, you're like, I still just hate you. Shut up. Let me live in my delusion. Do they know that most of the big aggregator sites are corporations too? Did they realize that the comments were all manipulated to go one direction or another? Enlightened Generation. Kids our age were living in a world where all the information you could ever want was right at your fingertips. Those of us in the Enlightened Generation. Oh, to those of us in the Enlightened Generation, ignorance was the worst sin. He is such a twat! You know what it is? It's because I'm old. I'm too old for this asshole. Oh god, I love it. Enlightened Generation. A word first used on the internet in 2010s. The exact boundaries of the generation are unspecified, but it's often used to refer to people born in the 1990s, you goddamn whippersnappers. Members of this generation are said not to want things they don't need. Well, that doesn't sound like any fun. And to act logically rather than putting forth unneeded effort. Well, who the fuck wants to put unneeded effort forth? Seriously? That doesn't make you enlightened, it just makes you normal. I just want to put forth effort that is totally unnecessary and just going to cause me stress. That sounds like work. It's said that one cause of this is that the internet was widely available by the time they were old enough to use it, which exposed them to information about society and reality at an earlier point, and a deeper level than generations before them. Yeah, I have no concept of reality because there was no internet when I was a kid. Oh my god, I'm so fucking old. I'm so old! The ignorant were self-righteous, easily manipulated, and eager to push their paper-thin worldview onto others. You ever notice that all these games and TV shows and all this shit, it's always like, super smart teenagers saving the world! Look, I know that you need to feel special, but you're not all special and you're not all gonna save the world. You know, unless you actually become like a scientist or like a doctor or some shit. But like, for the most part, you were not gonna go Scooby-Doo around some shit and solve all the problems of the world by being an asshole like this kid. It's kind of funny though. That's why adults hate you. We play these games. I'm kidding. We play these games and we read the young adult novels and we're like, this is why you assholes all think you're special because you read all these books telling you you're special. You're not special! Nobody is special. We're all special in our own way. It's actually funny. I'm sorry. This kid's gonna drive me crazy. I kind of love him, but we're a douche canoe. Anyway. They were nothing but a nuisance. The worst of the lot were the so-called otaku. Hey! Whoa! Hey! Shut the fuck up! Do you know what channel you're on, asshole? I couldn't stand otaku. They were wrong siders. You know, there is nothing wrong with being slightly delusional. Bloodtoon. Take the picture on the cover of this magazine. It was from Bloodtoon. You know what the funniest part is? Like, he is such an asshole, but then like all of his friends are like these cutesy girls. And like, don't even try to romance any shit in here because I ain't gonna fall for that. I'm gonna be like, this asshole, no one would date him. Except for those of us who like glasses wearing assholes, so probably. Anyway. Bloodtoon. Fictional. Bloodtoon. The animation. Originally a manga that was turned into an anime. 26 episodes in all. Literally everything. Which is also funny because this game is also an anime. I haven't watched it yet. I think I mentioned that in the last part. It's been in my Funimation or Crunchyroll list for fucking forever, but I'm like, I want to play the game before I watch the anime and fucking ruin shit for myself, you know? Any otaku just watched it for the cute characters was a loser. Who just watched it for the cute characters was a loser. You know what? Some of us just play Otome games to look at pretty boys. I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up. Is there a route where you could die? Because I might go down. Every one of us is sad inside right now. There was no point in watching the show if you were going to ignore its deeper themes. There might be deeper themes in Bungo Stray Dogs, but I'm literally just there for the hot anime boys, I'm just saying. It's actually a really good show too, but I couldn't stand people who still held to the old-fashioned idea that only otaku watched anime. The people who ignored a show's themes and just watched it for the cuteness were even worse. They were ignoring the implicit social criticism hidden in it. And then he died. What? I stared at the magazine in amazement. Specifically, I stared at the box that listed the next episode previews. The text said that Aaron was missing. Aaron, fictional, full name, Aaron Frey Orgel? Orgel? Aaron Frey Orgel. I don't know. A 10-year-old female character who appears in Bloodtoon, the animation. She speaks in a haughty, archaic manner and always looks down on others. That sounds like us. The younger sister of Sierra Orgel. Sarah Orgel, not Sierra. The I and the E would be so dry. Anyway, the main heroine and also the princess of Star. Her catchphrase is, "Insolent fool!" Star. She has a deadly magical stick named Ochimusha? Compiler. Am I supposed to say the star? I don't know. Idiots. Damn it. I let my guard down because I knew this episode was written by the guy who wrote the original manga. The original author doesn't know anything about his own work. How could you remove Aaron from the story halfway through? Not keeping her around and bringing all the internal drama that had been built up so far to a halt. God damn it. So much for my change of pace. I knew I had work to do on the case, but I put it away because I couldn't find any link between the two crimes. I thought for a moment. I took my magazine from its secret stash. Oh, what magazine? Cool Cat Press! It was an issue of an older magazine called Cool Cat Press. Cool Cat Press, fictional. A young men's magazine founded in 1979. Oh my god. A so-called dating manual. Oh, you need that kid, but you're gonna fail. It contained large amounts of information about how to seduce women, popular fashions, and the ideal spots for first kisses, all of which was of dubious accuracy. Oh my god! We're such a fucking nerd. I love it. It was very popular between the late 80s and early 90s, but circulation gradually declined, and in 2004, the magazine shut down. You can still find it in the magazine corners of used bookstores. He's taking dating advice. You're taking dating advice from people who are probably boomers or Gen Xers. Really depends on when the magazine was thing. But yeah, from 2004. Oh God, have you seen the fashion of 2004? I would not take any of that advice. People called it a dating guide for normals written by someone who never dated a girl in his life. But you'd be surprised. We are so delusional. Magic words to make any girl fall in love with you. Oh, God. Stupid. I knew it was stupid. But I love this. I'm just gonna take a wild leap and guess that this is like Nerd Boy Fantasy, and then he's gonna say something really stupid, and these girls are gonna fall in love with him, and it's gonna be like, no girl would ever fall for that bullshit. Nobody would ever fall for any of your bullshit. Let's just put it this way. In an Otome game, you could be a glasses-wearing asshole, and that's one thing, but you are just beyond being an asshole. You are just the worst. We are the worst. Like, already, I kind of hate us. But I love him in a way, too. Like, wow, we suck. This is fun. Like, you're such an arrogant prick, but there's no way you could get any of these girls. Like, no way. You're just not. You are too, like, borderline. Like, no. Maybe they'll turn you into a normal human being, but, like, right now, no. God. When I ran an internet search for their #1 phrase, nothing came back. Although, could you try 2004 pickup lines right now? I mean, granted, it's only 2015 in the game, so, And that was the thing. The fact that it didn't show up on the internet meant, to me, that it was worth something. Oh my God, you're gonna sound like someone's grandpa. I know this is extraordinarily selfish of me, but may I fall in love with you? With who? What are you doing? I turned to yell at the voice. Huh? Onoe? Onoe? When did you get here? I hid my favorite magazine behind my back and tried to calm my racing heart. Like, seriously? Her eyes are literally half of her face. That's gonna, like, I know that's the art style and, like, the whole game, so it's okay in a way, but I also hate it. Like, why? Like, her eyes are literally taking up half of her face. That's not normal. There's something seriously wrong with her. Even if we've known each other since we were kids, don't just come in like that. I did knock. So what's that magazine? Anything interesting? Sarica? Oh, no way. It's nothing. I couldn't let her find out. This was bad. What's going on? Why are you wearing your school uniform? Didn't you go home? Sarica frowned. You're the one who told me to go investigate the crime scenes for our club today. Huh? That's right. Here you go. More pictures from the crime scenes. Sarica took a USB memory stick out of her purse. Oh, thanks. Could you transfer to my computer for me while you're at it? Sarica looked a little confused. That's rare. You never let anyone touch your computer. Not really. You're allowed. She didn't seem to think much of it as she started to copy the data off. Okay, now's my chance. The RV was cramped, but there was a lot of space for storage. I pretended to make tea as I tried to find room on the top shelf. Okay, there's just enough room for one more magazine. I hate otaku. You're just as much of a loser nerd as us. Shut up. And then I heard a pshoo pshoo sound, like a small fart from behind me. I glanced back and saw that Sarica was using the mouse with one hand and fiddling with her Gyro Froggy Gyro strap with the other. And this was my chance. The Gyro Froggy Gyro strap was a soft vinyl cell phone strap I'd won in a candy contest when I was a kid. When you pushed its belly, it was supposed to go, Gyro, Gyro! Turned out to be an incredibly rare prize that would fetch 100,000 yen at an auction. But since I was a kid who didn't know any better, I gave it to Sarica as a present. Sarica seemed to really like it, and ever since she'd carried it with her. Which, well, that was fine, but... It was old and faded, and when you pressed its belly, air leaked out of its side and made a weird noise. It used to go, "Gero, gero." Gero, gero. I can't make a frog noise like that, I'm sorry, but I think. But now it just made a strange whooshing sound. Ever since she was a kid, she had a habit of fiddling with it, especially when she was nervous or focused on something. In other words, she was focused on the computer. Now was my chance to hide it. I can't wait for her to find it. Slip it in your mattress. I jammed the magazine into the shelf and moved some things so she couldn't see it. Want a mountain view? A mountain view! Instead of a Mountain Dew? Nah, don't waste it. I'm leaving in a second anyway. Okay, all done. There are quite a few files on the screen. Took a lot of pictures. Any luck? I didn't see anything new. What about you, Taku? Find anything that connects the two cases? No. I shook my head, frustrated. I see. Well, let's not get frustrated yet. I'll see you in the club room tomorrow. I mean, like, okay, I know that, like, the anime art style with the eyes literally half the size of her head isn't my favorite, but she's still fucking cute. So, just as she was about to leave, I got an idea. Oh no way! I needed to double check my information. She was, in theory, a girl. In theory! I'm just asking, but... Huh? Well, let's say someone asked you out. Huh? Just hypothetically, okay? What would you think if they said, I know this is extraordinarily selfish of me, but may I fall in love with you? I mean, I would laugh my ass off, but it might work, because that's the funniest fucking... You're like, what? It's not like, did it hurt when you fell from heaven? No, I have never heard anyone say this in my life, but it's funny as fuck. It might be selfish of me, but can I fall in love with you? Knock yourself out! Doesn't mean I'm falling in love with you, but, like, have fun with that, I guess. Like, is that what you were just saying? Never mind that. What do you think? Sarica thought for a second. Is this person younger than me? Oh, what is this? Oh. Huh? Since they're being so polite... That's true, come to think of it. What are we supposed to do? Why was it so polite anyway? Maybe they are? I mean, never mind that. What do you think? No, I think it's really polite, but nobody's ever asked me out, so I don't know. Anything else? Like, oh, how romantic? Not really. And that would depend on the person, right? What's going on here, cool cat? It would depend on the person asking the question. Of course it would. What? Are we supposed to do something when the positive-negative thing comes out? Confused how that works. Oh, right. I forgot. Well, here's a second. Wait a minute. Because that's like the, right? In the configuration. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, left, right, text message skip. Did we turn that off, though? Well, text message would be when you... Right? Wouldn't we want that? Select delusion, you choose, right? Let's try to go back for a second. Can we, like, skip back into the text? I want to see, can we... I don't think we can go... Oh, can we go back here? No, we can't. Huh. That's play voice. Yeah, we can't go back to it. Is there a way to go back? Anyway. Oh, right! I forgot! Oops, I hit that. Sarica stretched out her hand. Give me 500 yen! Huh? Here! I forgot. She showed me the paper bag she was holding. I just ran into Gen. He gave me this. Said it was your usual. I paid him 500 yen for it. My usual? Confused, I took the bag from her. Gen's usual changed every time I talked to him, so I couldn't count on it. What was it today? Bunch of cool cats? That drunk old bastard! What's your usual? Nothing. Here, 500 yen. I forced 500 yen into her hands. Ignoring her persistent questions, I led her to the door. I'll see you at school tomorrow. Huh? Thanks for the pictures. They're a big help. Fine. Reluctantly, she left my room. Phew. Damn it. Sure, this is what I always bought from Gen. The information in the last one was no good. What the heck was a cool cat anyway? I knew it was gonna be a bunch of them. A cold cat? Is it cold because it's dead? 100 ways to secretly show your sexy side. No. I needed to hide this too. I had so many of them now, I was running out of room on the top shelf. Ugh! When I tried to force it in, a mountain of old papers came falling out. Damn it. No room, huh? What's this? It was an old scrapbook about the murders that had occurred 6 years ago in Shibuya. I bought it from Gen too, come to think of it. I'd already scanned it, but had forgotten to throw out the original. How could I, of all people, be so lax with information? I just have to bundle it up with the rest of my collection. My eyes lingered for a second on the page. Come to think of it. I quickly ran over to my PC. I opened the files on the case that I'd been looking for. Seriously? My words were a whisper. I'm sorry, it wasn't a whisper. I looked back at the scrapbook, then compared it to the data on the PC. There was no doubt. I kept looking at it and it kept saying the same thing. But this... If my hypothesis was right, I'm sure even the police haven't noticed. Strange... Oh, cool, look at that. Oh, neat! Oh, I like this. This is kind of neat. Anyway. Strange sumo stickers increasing in Shibuya. Name, Finance Milk Girl, at reproduction prohibited, off_go, taboo.com. Okay, anyway. Submitted on 9/28/15, Monday. Lately, stickers with the face of a sumo wrestler on them have been appearing around Shibuya. Lately, stickers... Okay, that's the same sentence. You started seeing them on signs and guardrails all over Shibuya 5 or 6 years ago. There are a lot of other stickers put up by graffiti artists, but Shibuya in particular has a huge number of these sumo stickers. Some have speculated that they're a message from a terrorist group, or perhaps a cult. Can we just talk about how fucking cute the background is? Is that supposed to be his computer? Or did Sarica change it on him? Because it's fucking adorable, by the way. Rhine instead of line. Like... Gomibako, trash can. I only know that I think that kanji is bako just because gomibako. Isn't that what it is? Trash can? I think. Anyway, I can't actually read. Anyway, where was I? So more stickers. Some have speculated that they're a message from a terrorist group or a cult, but as of now, there's nothing more. That's nothing more than a hypothesis. When asked about the stickers, a 41-year-old man who worked at Jinan Shibuya Hair Salon said, "They're creepy. I wish whoever it was would stop destroying the Shibuya landscape. Sometimes residents will take them down, only to see them reappear later." Shibuya City Hall says, quote, "We are continuing our community outreach efforts to help stop these stickers from being put up. But also, there are no plans to use city funds to remove the stickers. Police have said that placing these stickers on public property is a misdemeanor, but that it's extremely difficult to prosecute without catching someone in the act of doing so. They have no current plans for dealing with the stickers either. The citizens of Shibuya are going to be stuck with these stickers for a while, it seems. And that's the news link. Name anonymous. At first, after I first saw one 2 years ago, I've just been seeing them everywhere. It feels like they're even more lately. And then another person saw another one today and posted a picture. And then there's another picture. These two, more pictures. What the fuck, lol. There was one under the escalator at the Hikario? How the hell did they get down there? Took this a few years back. Wonder if it's still there. I saw that one too, lol. That's crazy. A couple more pictures. I always feel sick when I see that face. Oh, yeah, okay, you can kind of see the one above it. The weird little face thing. I always feel sick when I see that face. I once threw up when I saw one of those stickers. Shit sucks. Whoever puts them up needs to... What's FOAD? I don't know. I heard if you scribble on top of one, the sumo wrestler curses you. Anyone else notice it's impossible to get these damn things off? Saw my first one today. Stop upping these things, Anon. There's a shit ton of them if you image search. I actually saw one of those stickers talking once. It was yelling Dosuko. Or Dosuko? I don't know if you say the in the... Time for your meds, Grandpa! Oh, that was replying to the one above that said he saw them talking. Somebody make Deluode map that lists all their locations. You'll be at it for years. So if you go to Shibuya, you get stare raped by sumo wrestlers, right? Wow. Choice of words there. I don't understand the sluts that go to Shibuya to enjoy that. Wow. Anonymous at reproduction prohibited. Wow, whew. That's a choice. They should put up a bunch of cute anime girl stickers instead. Like Hanona or Sierra-tan. Then all the otaku dorks would move from Akihabara to Shibuya. I vote for Hangetsu Kamiyama. I feel pressure coming from Ryogoku. This is my prophecy unto you. Someday we'll see a sumo judge sticker. And to that person, someone, true dat. And there's no other way, like, okay, so we just continue. Neat. At this point, only a few people were talking about the sumo wrestler stickers. I just think it's kind of cool that you can read all the things they actually put effort instead of like, oh, there was a bunch of people talking about it. I like this. Who could have known that these eerie stickers would mark the beginning of a world-changing event? I guess we do, because you just said it, so... Spoiler alert? And so, this is a magazine article about the incident that occurred on the 7th. The 7th? The suicide that took place during a Nikoniya stream, right? And I read that article. Look at us, we're adorable. We're beyond an asshole, but glasses and cute, so it works. We don't know for sure that it was a suicide, though. People on the net are calling it the "don't look at me" case. And here's the video of that broadcast. Gross. I saw that too. Wait, we saw it together. And here's the building it took place in. Oh no, I took some more photos for me yesterday. I know that too. And this is the inside of his room? No way. You took this? When? Wait, how? Until then, Ito had been disinterestedly pointing his camera at the colorful decorations in the hallway. But this got his attention. Of course it did. No one else had seen these pictures yet. Last weekend, you could see the room from the 5th floor of the karaoke place on the other side of the street. Seriously? Is Shinji gonna be one of her friends? Here. This is the 5th floor. You could always count on him to be interested when it came to new information. They don't show him. They literally show a bunch of chicks on the back. Our friends. How many friends do we have? There's 4 girls. Of course it's all a bunch of girls! I'm just saying, man. So what? You went in by yourself? Huh? Yeah, I mean, you went to the karaoke place by yourself? For karaoke alone? Look, I'm a lonely person. Lay off, Shinji. I didn't have a choice, did I? It's not embarrassing. And I didn't sing, so it wasn't really karaoke. To be honest, it was a little embarrassing. I was a little embarrassed, sorry. The guy at the counter, who was probably just a part-timer, had stared at me suspiciously. Maybe I'd attracted his attention by coming in during the middle of the day in my uniform. And since I'd never been there before, he made me fill out a membership paperwork. I didn't know how to do it, so it took a long time. And actually, I'd never been to a karaoke place before in my life. Alright, I got these. Let's go to the next one. This is such a pain. Look. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This fucking gym background is fucking Bad Apple Wars right now. She's got flashbacks to Bad Apple Wars. I was actually thinking about that game the other day, which is weird. And then, like, this is literally the gym from that. I mean, I'm sure there's just so many backdrops, and then they just reuse them, and, like, obviously the art style was different, but this is the that's... Or every fucking gym in Japan looks the same in schools. I don't know, but, like, wow. We went over to the gym from the second floor hallway. It was filled with students laughing over who knows what. The whole school was getting ready for the culture festival next week. This year's festival was supposed to be a big one. Hekio? Hekio Academy was the first private high school built as part of the restoration efforts, and so it was attracting a lot of attention. Hekio? Hekiho? Hekiho? Hekio? Academy. Well, whatever. A private academy in... Udagawacho? Udagawacho? Shibuya. Udagawacho. Okay. Wow, that's a lot. Anyway. A mid-sized academy composed of a middle school and high school. With over 1,000 students in total, its construction was proposed as part of the reconstruction project after the November 2009 Shibuya earthquake. And in April 2012, it was completed. It's small, but the facilities are brand new, and the students mostly love it. The middle school is located next to the high school. If any of the girls that we become friends with are middle school students, I'm gonna fucking just... He's the you don't know. Gross. Gross, gross. Gross. Just gross. Okay, we're in high school, and that's one thing, but no. We ain't romancing like a 12-year-old. Just get the fuck up on out of here. Okay, gross. That's gross! One reason why everyone was so excited for the school fair was the school's lax rules, with lots of clubs and activities. And the biggest reason was the Shibuya Peace and Restoration Festival 2 months from now. 2 months from now, on November 9th, would mark 6 years since the Shibuya earthquake. The 5-year anniversary fair last year had affected the whole town. And since the school was in Shibuya too, it would include us. So why 6? We were just a simple high school, but now our culture festival was being treated as a prelude to the big one. And supposedly there would be TV cameras filming the day of the event. See, it's weird that, like, 6 is the bit. You're like 10 years, 5 years, the first year, but 6? What the fuck is this? Wow. Are those costumes copyrighted? Can they get away with that? And wait, why are they wearing them now? Ito turned his camera toward a group of people pretending to be pro wrestlers. Ito and I were in the newspaper club, and it was our job to record the festivities. See, it's weird because I feel like we're supposed to be in our newspaper club friends, so I feel like Ito would be one of the characters that we, like, but, like, it's just odd because they only show, like, the 4 girls. And what did it say? Our 5 or 6 friends? I don't remember. Anyway. The principal had ordered that all clubs were to participate in the culture festival, and recording the festivities was our way of getting by without having to do much work. Recording video and taking photos was my hobby, and more than anything, it seemed like the way that would demand I burn the fewest calories. I couldn't see myself participating in any of the usual festival nonsense, like the baseball team's fried baseball ice cream stand, which was probably just regular fried ice cream in a ball. That sounds fucking delicious, though. I want that. Or the Pro Wrestling Research Club's mascot pro wrestling, or even the seance that the Mystery Club and Fortune Telling Club are putting on together. The fact that your school allows a Mystery Club and a Fortune Telling Club, I don't really think you could have those in American schools, because they would be like, burn the witches! We'd too puritanical. Like, I mean, seriously. You probably just don't have anything better to do. There was, like, a huge thing in my high school. They were, like, the people that ran the school were very fucking Christian. Like, the school board or whatever. I don't know. It was kind of bullshit. Like, keep your fucking religion out of schools, okay? I'm serious. Just Keep it out of everything. You can keep it to yourself. It's your fucking religion. It doesn't apply to everybody, okay? But, like, it was kind of bullshit. And I just remember there was, like, a huge thing. And I don't even remember what it was because it was, like, 700 years ago. But, like, everyone kind of protested. Like, there was... I don't know what it was. What started it. But they just had a thing against just LGBTQ community. You know what I mean? So everybody wore, like, black armbands and had, like, these pins that we wore just to be like, we kind of support the people in this community, like, go fuck yourselves. You can't just, like, tell people they can't be gay kind of shit. And, like, because I don't remember what spurned it, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like something spurned it, like, what? You know, where it was just like the school board was being douche canoes about something, so everybody was like, we're gonna wear these armbands and go fuck yourself. And it was, like, probably the only thing I ever did in school that was like, fuck you, the man! You know what I mean? Because I was like, I don't want to get in trouble! But it was still like, fuck you. You can't just, like, make rules like this. Because I'm not a religious person. And I just, like, I'm fine with people, like, fine, you go to church. Awesome. But don't you dare fucking come up with your religion in my face. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like, no. It's one thing if you're like, oh, well, this is what I think because we're having like, I asked. Or whatever. But it's when you force your religion onto people. Or you start coming up, well, I mean, just being gay is wrong. In your fucking opinion. No one cares about your fucking opinion, Susan. Shut up. Like, you know, just let people live. They're not fucking bothering you. Let people fucking be their own shit. It's just nothing makes me more angry when it's, well, Jesus, that you know what? Fuck up on out of here. So, I don't know. I just remember that. But I can't remember what the triggering event was, why we were all doing that. Like, wearing the armbands and everything is like silent protest, and they got mad. They were like, if you're seen wearing those, it's like, well, then I guess you're going to expel us all, which is fucking stupid, because, like, it was like our silent form of protest kind of a thing. But I don't know, I wish I remembered what it was, but it was just stupid. It's like, your puritanical bullshit needs to stop, America. Just fucking stop. We can't teach sex ed, kids will have sex, and that's why they're all pregnant. Because you should be teaching sex ed so they know how not to get pregnant, because they're still going to have sex whether you teach them about birth control or not. I'm just saying. But unless you're fucking ace, you don't have to worry. But a majority of people are not, and then kids are going to get pregnant. Just saying. That's why you teach them how to be careful and protect themselves. It's kind of like that freaking, I don't know if it's real, but like they want to start school somewhere was going to provide tampons in the bathrooms in like a middle school, you know, and like period products for free for kids. Awesome. And somebody was like, that'll just mean girls will be having their periods at school. It's just going to promote them to do it because we have a choice. I really hope that person was sarcastic and not fucking stupid, but you never know in this day and age if someone's just making fun of like, oh, but if you teach kids about sex ed and safe sex, then they're going to have sex. Like, that's not how it works, but I don't know if they were making fun of that or they're just fucking idiots, but it just, the sad part is in this world when you're like, wow, that person's stupid, and that's your automatic assumption just because there's so many stupid fucking people that think stupid shit like this, that if someone's trying to just be sarcastic or funny, that you just automatically assume that they're an idiot because you just are so used to too many stupid people. Anyway. That was a tangent. But again, it kind of came from the, like, we have an occult club. What? They would have burned you! I also went to school in New England, so they would have burned the witches, is all I'm saying. Too close to Salem, Massachusetts for them and too close to the witch trials in history for them not to burn witches still. Just saying. Sorry, New England, but you know it's true. Go out and pack your car. Hi, nobody asked you. Can you burn you, you witch? I couldn't. Why are you screaming? Where's Mr. Neelix? Where the fuck is it? Oh, hi! Hi, what are you doing? I couldn't see you. I seriously thought my bird was lost for a second. I wasn't a panic attack. No, he's fine. He's just eating and I couldn't see him. Because he was hiding behind his food dish. Anyway. Hey, don't pull my whiskers! You ripped them off! Huh? Aren't these antennae? What do you think? If they were antennae, wouldn't it look cuter? Wouldn't... Wait. What do you think? If they were antenna, wouldn't you look cuter if you ripped them off? What?
Huh? What? Do we really have to answer such a stupid question?
That was a weird conversation, huh? Goddamn normals. Go die in a fire. Wow, Shinji. Hey, don't make fun of normals. I'm a normal. No, you're not, sweetie. You're not. Huh? Hey, you idiot, the camera. He dropped it. That thing's expensive. Hey, what do you mean? So shouldn't be his voice, but I just didn't think he was going to be a main character, and now he's just here and he's got a name instead of schoolboy, so anyway. You're hurting me. Wait, the camera! Did you betray me? Did you lose a level? When did you get a girlfriend? Whoa, 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 whoa. We are never getting a girlfriend. Huh? I don't have a girlfriend. Forget that. Pick up the camera. What? I slipped out of Ito's grasp and picked up the camera. Looks like it's safe. Good. It's a hen tax. A hen tax instead of pentax. I have a pentax camera, actually. That's why it's funnier to me. Kind of looked like that. I relaxed and handed the camera back to Ito. Sheesh, get a hold of yourself. We're not like them. We're right-siders, right? I'm going to give you a lecture about it? Oh, God, no. Right-sider, someone on the right side of the digital or information divide. A right-sider has the necessary skills and environment to make use of information and communications technology, such as the internet, allowing them to quickly find, share, and receive high-quality information. Listen, the term normal first came to use on the Japanese internet around 2005. It referred to someone whose daily life was fulfilling and satisfying. Originally, the term netizen existed as its antonym, but that distinction barely exists anymore. That's because the net's now an integral part of everyday life. When it first came to use, simply having friends was enough to qualify one as a normal, but gradually the requirement shifted into having a lover. But this too is changing. Wow! And this is where Ito's like, yeah, you're not fucking normal. Normal people don't say shit like this. Normal people don't. You're like a fucking walking encyclopedia, asshole. The modern definition of normal is now someone whose life is truly satisfying. That is, someone who's doing what they really want to do. In that sense, I am a normal. You know he's saying this with a fucking haughty look on his face, pushing his glasses up his nose while he says it, right? Therefore, the people over there who are screwing around and wasting time aren't normals at all. You need to use words correctly. Seriously, he needs to be careful. Just being a wrong-sider by itself is a sin these days. We are seriously... Are we sure we're not the killer? Because we sound like we might be a little bit of a psychopath. I'm just saying. Look at him! He's like, you're seriously the killer, bro. After I finished my lecture, I saw that Ito was staring at me wordlessly. What? Did he not understand it? I'd walked him through the entire etymology. Miyashiro... What? You're not a normal. Let's use words correctly, okay? Huh? Why? Normals don't talk like that. Shinji, Yumi, same. Wait, why? And you know, I've got acquaintances who are women. Of course, men too. Are we a little bi-curious? Is that what we're saying? I just told you, normals don't talk like that. But what's the reason? And may I also add... I quickly swallowed my words. I'm studying fashion, too. Yeah, that's definitely not normal for a boy. Well, actually, yes, it would be. I mean, that's actually true. Most fashion designers are men, but they're also mostly gay. So, I mean, sweetie, you're not helping your case here. Just saying. I'd read that new issue of Cool Cat before I put it away. There was an article in it called Utsunomiya's Fashion Leader. I thought it looked pretty good. It's also from 2004! Sorry. I just love the little shadow of us looking like a nerd with our doofies. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. He's such a fucking nerd. He's such an asshole, but look at him like that with that face, like, I'm trying to smile and be sexy, and it's just not working. I'm sorry. I just need you all to bask in how funny that is. Oh my god, I know people usually, like, multitask when they watch, you know, so, but there, please just bask in how ridiculous we look. I mean, the fashion's fine, it's the face, the look on his face. It's so funny. It just conveys so much and I love it so, I'm gonna die. I need that on its own without the magazine in the background because it's the funniest fucking thing I think I've ever seen. Today, anyway. If I could wear that stuff, I'm sure. Oh my god, I love it. What? Nothing. I'm telling you I'm... Sure, whatever, man. Let's go. His voice all over the place. As he walked away, I turned my eyes toward the group of mascot pro wrestlers. Alright then, we'll all wear the same outfit.
Oh, like Sentai Rangers? We can split the colors up. I'll be yellow.
The audience would love it, but do we have the budget?
We've got your allowance, right?
Shove it!
Or we can paint the colors onto our bodies. It just has to get laughs, right?
Huh. I'm busy.
Welcome back, Master Kieran.
It's not very cute, is it? Can we fix that?
Don't say that it's not cute. And wait, it's not fair that only the girls are waitresses. The boys should be waitresses too.
Did Gyro Froggy really talk like that? Ito had just finished recording the... Oh, goings on in the classroom. I don't know why my brain was trying to read goings on like it was a Japanese word. And I was like, what? Lord. Okay, see, like... Oh, wait, see, are we supposed to do something? What are we supposed to do? Oh. Oh, okay, cool. This is how it works. Oh, wait. But now I can't get it to go positive anymore. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. Interesting. Oh, wait. Cool! I guess I did kind of neutrally with... What happens? I wonder what happens. It's going to be so okay, so hold on. Okay, wait. Okay, you go like this. I can't get it to switch no matter what I do. Okay, wait. Okay, you don't have to turn the wheelie things. You just push them. Pushing it to the right. Go. I'm just trying to figure it out. I want to see what happens when we do this. Because when Sarica... Well, that's her name, right? Whatever her name was there, and that came up. I was like, what do we do? So these are the thingies. But, like, I'm curious as to what they do, because we just had a conversation with her and we didn't do anything? Interesting. It doesn't matter. This was class 3-1, Ito and Mai's class. Most of the class was busy with the Gero Froggy Cafe we were doing for the festival. Some people were ignoring the fuss and studying. Some of the otaku were reading light novels. Did they really think that if they left the paper cover from the bookstore on it, we couldn't tell it was a light novel? They were just trying their best to stay out of the way. Most people were happily making Gero Froggy decorations or putting on Gero Froggy costumes and messing around. All the clubs had to participate in the festival, but so did all the classes. No one had told me, but evidently, several months ago, we decided to do a Gero Froggy-themed cafe. You dummy! Gero Froggy is a girl's voice!
Well, sure, but it's just a culture festival. We're allowed to change it.
That's wrong. Huh? Ito tilted his head in confusion. Trigger on! Oh, okay. What did we do? Gero Kairun? Kairu. Kairu isn't that frog? Kairu? Kairun green. So Gyro Froggy green.
That's right! Gyro! We don't talk that way, Gyro!
Don't mess with us, Gyro! Suddenly all the Gyro Froggies in the classroom stood up on their own. This is the negative delusion we're having. And there were easily more than 30 of them. It took me a second to process what I was seeing, but who could blame me? Who wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of Gyro Froggy dolls started walking around on their own free will? Yeah, that sounds kind of horrifying. Cool. This is fun. Woo! The next thing we knew, we were surrounded. We were like frogs in the clutches of a hungry snake. Or maybe humans in the clutches of angry frogs. This is interesting, because I figured it was like nightmares, actual nightmares, not living in the wow. So, I really hope, I'm trying to read what it says over there. In the corner? Something, something. Anyway, committee of 300 in the bottom corner. Is that what it says? Committee. Anyway, I'm really curious, but the thing is, it's going to go so long that when we come back and do it, I'm not going to remember what happened here, like the crazy frog thing. But we probably will, because I'm assuming, because there's 6 different endings, we're going to get one. We're going to come back and we're going to at least do these options again. We'll have, in some of the paths, this is going to be nightmare. Some paths is going to be positive. You know what I mean? So, and maybe there's one where you just do nothing the whole time, because we didn't do anything with Sarica, because I couldn't figure out. I was like, what am I supposed to do here? I didn't know. So, anyway. Oh, humans in the clutches of angry frogs. Okay.
What's going on? The stuffed animals are talking!
Wow, that's creepy. Hilarious.
We won't let anyone make fun of us, Gyro. Let's teach them a lesson, Gyro.
I guess they're supposed to have crazy voices.
Let the bloody nightmare begin, Gyro.
Their eyes weren't smiling. This felt really bad. What? Stupid little frogs think you can pick a fight with us? One of my classmates carelessly approached the green Gyro Froggy. No, don't! Yeah! Oh, that sounded bloody and gross, though, by the way. It was too late. The green Gyro Froggy launched itself like a missile at his mouth, then forced its way down his throat. Okay, this is disturbing. And then it ripped its way out of his stomach from the inside. Oh, this is traumatizing. No, my stomach! My stomach! Something long, pink, and glistening slid out from the gaping hole in his stomach. Oh, gross. This game is gross. Oh my god. And that's when the screaming began. No one escaped the classroom alive. Did we just get a bad ending? The Gyro Froggies showed no mercy. They indiscriminately slaughtered both boys and girls. I mean, this is a delusion that we're having, right? So, and I was the least lucky of them all. I was the last survivor. If only they'd kill me sooner, I wouldn't have had to piss myself in despair, trapped in a classroom where the walls were covered in blood and guts and brains. I wouldn't have had to see my classmates die.
We're going to experiment on you, Gyro. You're going to be a human puppet, Gyro. We're going to enter you and then we'll control you, Gyro.
Please.
Don't worry. The pain will end soon, Gyro.
Could you imagine cute little doll?
Yeah!
The green frog leapt towards my mouth. A huge wet lump forced its way down my windpipe and inside of me. Ah! I should have chewed off my own tongue and died that way with a frog in my throat. But it was too late for regrets now. That's like something out of a cheesy horror movie. Wrong Ciders these days preferred big-budget action movies. Something like this would never sell to them. Okay, the weirdest thing is you're like, oh my god, what is happening? And then he's like, yeah, so anyway. Okay. Woo! I erased the stupid simulation from my mind. I decided to get back on topic. I took out my Pokécom and showed it to Ito. Phone droid. My phone dried. So here's the images from the 19th of this month. Leaky noise, huh? Let me see. I haven't seen this one before. Where'd you get it? It showed up for an instant on Aggregator Wiki. I scraped it before it got deleted. Scraping, the process of saving a web page on the internet as data. Aggregator Wiki, a site that uses wiki software to compile information about a particular subject in an easy-to-read manner. Anytime the internet starts talking about something, you can be sure that people will start making a wiki for it. Wiki software is a system that allows for the creation and editing of web-based hypertext using a browser. The name comes from the Hawaiian phrase, it should be phrase, not phase, wiki wiki, which means speedy. This one's got a nicer angle, right? Hey, let me up this. Oh, no, sorry, I confused me. Anyway. Hey, let me up this to Nikonia, along with the stuff you took from the karaoke box. I've already upped it to the newspaper club's online storage. Make some adjustments so it's easier to see, then do what you want with it. Online storage, a type of web service that offers server-side storage space to users. This service is offered by multiple companies, both free and paid. The service used by Miyashiro's Paper Club is a free one that offers up to 7 gigabytes of space. Views have been kind of bad lately. The last video I upped got tagged with, "Cameraman, do your damn job," and "This angle sucks." Tag, used here to refer to a word or series of words that classifies a video on Nikonia. In addition to classification, it's also used to allow for easier searching of videos. For example, if you search for the tag, "Cameraman, do your damn job," you'll find all videos with that tag on them. There are many unique tags on the site like, "Blank, do your damn job," "Basically blank," "A wild blank appeared," "Funny ending," "Perfect match," and "I never thought of that." Ito looked really upset. Well, I knew how he felt. The Hekio Academy Newspaper Club had been the first in the nation to upload a video version of the school paper to Nikonia. Hekio? Yeah. Look, we're gonna say it wrong, don't at me. Our papers dealt with anything involving Shibuya. We'd done a special on the Shibuya restoration once that a local paper had written about. We won a special prize at a city journalism contest, and the video got over 80,000 views despite being boring as hell. After that, though, I can understand being upset at the fact that new videos dealing with goings-on in Shibuya weren't breaking two digits. Oh, I was the one who put that "Cameraman, do your damn job" tag on it. That angle was crap, man. Ta-da! Got it! Oh, and it's an original! I'm so tired. A boyfriend and girlfriend walked in, evidently back from shopping, and their arms were full of Ghetto Froggy's stuffed animals. I told you that's wrong. Huh? What's wrong? Ito hadn't noticed then. I looked at my classmates who were already beginning to play with their new toys and said, "I've told you this before, right? You can tell your average teenager's information level by knowing what sites they go on." This was a personal theory of mine. Smartphones and Pokécoms have become... Pokécoms, I thought they were like talking about like Pokemon cards. I'm like, what is... I'm normal! Look at my Pokemon deck. Like, I guess that's kind of normal now, but anyway. And become a religion to the modern teenager, and the information they gained from these portable terminals had a huge influence on their lives. Pokécom, fictional, the abbreviation of a name given to a series of pocket computers with 7-inch full HD displays. The name Pokécom is unique to Japan and has nothing to do with the so-called pocket computers that were sold in the 1980s. These computers began to become popular worldwide in 2012 and are expected to someday replace smartphones. They come loaded with a number of different apps, such as an internet browser, an email program, a TV watching program, video games, microblogging apps, and a camera. It's said that they'll also be gaining the ability to make phone calls soon as well. I mean, what is the difference with a pocket computer? It's going to take place of cell phones. It's going to replace a smartphone. It basically is a smartphone. Like, it can do all the shit that a smartphone can do. And then, like, maybe we'll add being able to make calls. So, everything my phone can do except for make calls. Granted, I don't like the fact that people call me on my phone, but sometimes you kind of need a phone number, and, like, my phone can do all of What? Except for I have to download the apps that I want. Good! Stop putting bloatware on my phone, Verizon. I don't want the NFL app, okay? Anyway. So, some people only looked at SNSs like Twitter, Rhine, and Facebook. Others at @Chan and Nikonia. Short for social networking service, a service that offers users the opportunity to join a virtual society that exists on the internet. We have done nothing but read this fucking shit. Oh my god. Often used to refer to any site or application which allows for things like the creation of a user's profile, message sending capabilities, the ability to link users together, and community building capabilities. As of 2015, there are over several hundred publicly available SNSs, or snizzes, and if you include all software that allows for basic communication between users, hey bird, it becomes a truly incredible number. Over 60% of the Japanese population use some kinds of SNS, and it's said that over half of those that do use more than one. Yeah, it's considered normal for most people to use an SNS. There are even some users who have gotten so tired and burnt out from the time they spend on social networks that they quit altogether. Yeah. Facebook. A type of social networking service that requires the use of a user's real name. Users create and publish profile pages that allow them to easily connect with others that share similar interests. As of 2015, there are around 1.4 billion users worldwide, making it the world's biggest social network. Rhine. Fictional. Fictional! Isn't it just talking about Line? Which is not fictional, by the way. A type of social networking service. An instant messaging application that can be used on smartphone or PC if both users have it installed. They can communicate with one another via voice and chat. As of 2015, the service has over 400 million users worldwide. Well, because it's funny because Facebook doesn't have a fictional because it's based on Facebook. Tweeter, fictional. It's just Twitter, though. So on Facebook, they forgot to put fictional. A type of social network. A mini blogging application that allows for tweets. Whoa, you can't call it. You have to call it twits. You can't say that you put tweets on Twitter. You put tweets on Twitter. You have to put twits on Twitter. Oh my god, game. People are going to know what you're talking about. Of up to 140 characters in length, tweets of other users you followed are displayed on the screen in a timeline, which makes it kind of a chat tool. As of 2015, there are a little under 300 million users on the service worldwide. Some looked at all those as well as the links they found there. And then some looked at all those things as well as their favorite celebrity blogs, the big @Chan aggregators, and then whatever humor site was popular at the moment. Not Cracked anymore because it started to suck a long time ago. It used to be a good one. Man, After Hours was a good show back in the day. All of these people were wrong siders. Well, gonna have to stop using Twitter and start using Tweeter. Stop using Tweeter and start using Twitter, I guess. And the scary thing was that these days, 9 out of 10 wrong-siders were teenagers. Ha ha! Does that mean people that are older than teenagers are right-siders? It's weird. Gyro Froggy launched 6 years ago with a cell phone strap that had gotten popular for reasons no one ever understood. And then lately a combination of Gyro Froggy memes on Twitter? I ain't gonna read that as Twitter, I'm sorry. As well as an amateur anime posted to Nikonia. If I remember right, it was a talking, dancing frog singing anime themes. I'd created a fad, though I hated to use the word for something so stupid. It amazed me that people honestly believe that the ribbit sounds made by the female actress in those voices were from the original. Or that the original was a stuffed animal that had come out recently and not the phone strap. He's just so pissed! You are such a gatekeeper. Do you know the origins of Hello Kitty? Yeah, well then you're not a real Hello Kitty fan. That shirt is not technically vintage, so you can't call yourself someone who wears vintage because you're wearing a modern day shirt. I don't care, it's not really vintage. You can't say you like vintage style because whatever, it's not the same. God. My guess was they only got their information from Twitter. And a man can't be a waitress, he's a waiter. Okay, he's not wrong there. Semantics, but yeah, also. And they're like, you should be waitresses too. They're called waiters, Susan. I'm like, I'm with you there, but stop gatekeeping everybody's enjoyment. This was one of the reasons I joined the newspaper club. I didn't want to end up like them. Anyway. Miyashiro? Anyway. A girl, evidently the one in charge of the waitresses, was talking to me. Ugh. Who was she again? I like how he's like, ugh, I need a girlfriend, so like, you mind if I do something selfish and fall in love with you? Like, practicing all these lines, but a girl comes up and talks to him. Hey, That's why you're alone, bro. Fujimoto. I think there was a Fuji. What is it, Tanaka? Tanaka. I was totally wrong. About the videos we're going to be playing in the classroom? What was she talking about? Oh, right. They were going to make their own version of the Nikonia videos where they wore costumes and danced. Do you think we could use some close-ups or something? Instead of just shooting from the same spot the whole time? What? Was she telling me what to do? I didn't volunteer to videotape it. You guys forced me. Well, it was better than being told to dance or make props of myself. Oh, well... You see... You don't want to fix. You want us to move around? Fix, a video recording term, refers to the act of fixing a camera in a single place and recording without moving it. Fix? I don't know what you mean. We can do it. We can do close-ups or whatever. Really? Great. I'll write up how we want you to do it and give it to you before the shoot. And then she fled. That surprised me. Don't scare me like that. I was so nervous I was sweating a little. He's such a cocky asshole, and then a girl comes up and he's like, what do I do? How do I talk to her like a person? And then she leaves and he's like, I had a panic attack. And his friend's like, dude, and he's like, God, these fucking assholes here know nothing. We have problems, yo. Oh, we are way over time. Way over time. I'm sorry, I got very distracted. I was having a grand old time here. We'll wrap the scene up in a minute. Ida was looking at me and sighing. What? No way are you normal, man. What? You freak out whenever you're talking to someone new. I can't help it. She came out of nowhere. And what's more, I made a policy not to talk to anyone unless it was necessary. This was the first time in quite a while I'd spoken to any of my classmates but Ito. Alright, so this is not technically the best place to stop it, but we are over time, and we're like 15 minutes over almost, so I'm gonna stop here. I was just having a lot of fun. Like, this game is fun, and there was not really a great place to stop, but this still isn't one, but we'll stop here, and we'll just continue in the next part. So anyway, I'm having a grand old time. I hope you're enjoying it. We are kind of an asshole, but we're kind of amusing, so anyway. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to see more.